The Science of Getting Rich, Wallace D. Wattles. In the introduction of The Science of Getting Rich, the author asserts that there exists a certain way of thinking that, when followed, inevitably leads to wealth. He emphasizes that this book does not present a philosophy of mere theorizing or speculation. Instead, it offers a practical methodology. Wattles stresses that it's essential to understand and apply the principles in his book in a certain order, and to avoid mixing them with ideas from other books. He insists that this book contains all you need to know to achieve financial success. The introduction also underscores that becoming rich is not a matter of environment or talent. No matter where one starts, whether in a more disadvantaged position or a privileged one, success is possible for anyone who strictly adheres to the principles laid out in the book. The introduction, and the book as a whole, exudes a confidence in its method and aims to encourage readers to approach wealth generation with a positive, can-do attitude based on fundamental, immutable principles. In the chapter The Right to be Rich, from The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles, the author conveys the following main ideas. 1. Inherent right. Wattles starts by asserting that every person naturally desires to become rich. He believes that this desire isn't merely about seeking the material comforts of life, but is an instinct of the human species, stemming from the urge to live more fully and in an abundant environment. 2. Full expression. Wattles equates the desire for riches with the desire for a fuller, more abundant life. He suggests that seeking wealth isn't about mere vanity or selfishness. Instead, it's about personal development and self-expression. To fulfill one's potential, one needs access to the tools and resources that wealth can provide. 3. Not limited by competition. Wattles also touches upon the idea that the universe has an abundance of resources, and therefore one person becoming rich doesn't deprive another. This is an essential distinction as it removes the guilt or notion that seeking wealth is a zero-sum game or at the expense of others. 4. Holistic wealth. He extends the concept of wealth beyond just monetary or material riches. For Wattles, being truly rich means having the ability to think, act, and enjoy life in its fullness without being restrained. 5. Duty to become rich. Wattles ends the chapter by asserting that it is every person's duty to get rich through the creative method, not merely for their sake, but to contribute to human evolution and progress. In essence, in this chapter, Wattles makes a case for the inherent right of every individual to aspire to wealth, emphasizing that it's not just for selfish purposes, but for holistic development and a fuller expression of life. Here's a summary of the chapter titled, There is a Science of Getting Rich, from Wallace D. Wattles' The Science of Getting Rich. 1. Universal law. Wattles begins by asserting that there's a precise, predictable science to acquiring wealth, much like there are laws governing mathematics or music. By understanding and applying this science consistently, anyone can get rich. 2. Not dependent on circumstances. The author emphasizes that the ability to become wealthy is not contingent upon one's current environment, education, or even initial financial standing. Instead, success in acquiring wealth hinges on doing things in the certain way that he will outline in the book. 3. Not solely about hard work. Wattles points out that many hardworking people remain poor, while others who don't seem to work as hard amass significant wealth. This observation, he argues, underscores the idea that getting rich is more about understanding and applying specific principles than mere labor. 4. Opportunity for all. Wattles believes that the universe is abundant and that there's no scarcity of opportunity. Regardless of current conditions or competition, he insists that there's plenty for everyone. 5. Importance of thought. A central tenet of this chapter is the power of thought. Wattles introduces the idea that our thoughts shape our reality, implying that the right thoughts and actions can manifest wealth. 6. Comparison with other sciences. Drawing parallels with other disciplines, Wattles emphasizes that just as there are established steps in disciplines like engineering or medicine that lead to predictable outcomes, there's a systematic approach to getting rich, which he aims to elucidate in the subsequent chapters. In this chapter, Wattles lays the groundwork for his subsequent teachings by affirming the existence of a universal, reliable method for acquiring wealth. which is accessible to everyone and isn't merely about hard work or luck. Chapter 3. Is opportunity monopolized? 1. Dispelling the monopoly myth. Wattles addresses a common concern, the belief that all opportunities to acquire wealth have been seized and are controlled by a select few. He firmly rejects this notion. 2. Inexhaustible supply. Wattles argues that nature is bountiful and the supply of resources and opportunities is inexhaustible. The source of all wealth, he suggests, is derived from the original substance of the universe, which is infinite. 3. No one can hoard opportunities. Wattles explains that no one person, or even a group of people, can corner all the resources or opportunities. New channels continuously open and new opportunities arise, ensuring that everyone has the chance to tap into the universe's abundance. 4. Changing nature of opportunities. The author acknowledges that specific fields or industries might be saturated, but he stresses that this saturation only leads to the creation of new channels and avenues for wealth. He emphasizes adaptability and the need to seek fresh opportunities. 5. Individual creativity. Wattles points out that every individual can access this limitless source of wealth by tapping into their creativity and thoughts. By harnessing one's creative power, one can generate new ideas, methods, or goods which can lead to wealth. 6. Emphasis on creation, not competition. The core message of this chapter is the shift from a competitive mindset to a creative one. Instead of vying for a piece of the existing pie, Wattles encourages readers to create their own, leveraging the endless supply and potential of the universe. In this chapter, Wattles aims to shift the reader's perspective from scarcity to abundance, emphasizing that opportunities for wealth are not monopolized, but are ever evolving and accessible to those who approach them with a creative mindset. In essence, this chapter lays down the primary philosophical foundation for the rest of the book. Wattles presents a universe governed by a malleable substance responsive to human thought. By understanding and harnessing this principle, anyone can manifest their desires, particularly the acquisition of wealth. Summary of Chapter 4. The first principle in the science of getting rich. 1. Existence of the formless substance. Wattles begins by introducing a foundational concept, the existence of a formless substance or original substance from which all things are created. This substance fills the voids of space and is the source of all abundance. 2. Thought as a force. Wattles posits that human thought is a form of active energy that has the power to shape the formless substance. When a person has a clear, definitive thought or desire, it imprints upon this substance. 3. The role of thought in materialization. The author suggests that the formless substance responds to the thoughts we impress upon it. If we hold a clear and detailed vision of something we want, with unwavering belief and gratitude, the universe will move to manifest it into physical form. This is the basis of creation, as opposed to competition. 4. Infinite supply. Wattles emphasizes that this substance is infinite, thus everyone can create wealth from it without depleting it. There's no lack of resources, only a lack of understanding and belief in this principle. 5. Gratitude as a catalyst. The chapter underscores the importance of gratitude. Being grateful means recognizing the existence and benevolence of the formless substance. Gratitude, when combined with a clear vision, accelerates the materialization of one's desires. Summary of Chapter 5. Increasing Life. 1. Nature's intent. Wattles opens by emphasizing that nature's intent is for life to advance into more abundant expressions, which can be observed in all forms of life seeking fuller expression and development. 2. Man's unique ability. Unlike other creatures, humans can consciously align themselves with this natural progression. People have the cognitive capability to push for more expansive living, thereby increasing life not just for themselves, but also for others. 3. Creation. Over competition. The central theme here is the distinction between creating and competing. Wattles asserts that one doesn't have to compete against others for resources. Instead, by tapping into the limitless, formless substance introduced in the previous chapter and focusing on creation, individuals can manifest more abundant lives. 4. Riches bring increased life. Wattles argues that seeking wealth is aligned with this natural principle of increasing life. Being rich enables a person to grow, experience, and contribute more, leading to a fuller expression of life. 5. The right approach to life. The author suggests that the key to this increase is not to be a mere laborer or someone who hoards, but to be a creator and a contributor. By creating value and contributing to the well-being of others, one naturally aligns with the principle of increasing life. 6. Contribution and expansion. At the chapter's close, Wattles posits that by helping others, by providing things that they need to live, by creating value, one is effectively increasing life for others and oneself. This approach ensures an individual's alignment with the abundance that the universe offers. In Increasing Life, Wattles delves into the philosophical underpinnings of his method, emphasizing that seeking riches and increased life is not only a personal ambition, but also a noble endeavor that aligns with the universe's innate progression towards growth and abundance. Summary of Chapter 6. How Riches Come to You. 1. Creation, not competition. Wattles reiterates that riches come through a process of creation, not competition. One doesn't have to struggle or fight to get someone else's money. Instead, new wealth can be created from the formless substance. 2. The importance of action. While thought is crucial, it must be followed by action. Manifesting wealth is a combination of clear thought, faith, and purposeful action in the physical world. 3. The right vocation. Wattles suggests that one doesn't necessarily need to change professions to accumulate wealth. The right vocation is the one in which a person is currently engaged. If one conducts their business or job in the certain way Wattles describes, riches will follow. 4. Increasing value. To amass wealth, one should focus on adding value to others. By providing more value in terms of goods, services, or contributions than the monetary equivalent received, one aligns with the principle of increasing life and draws more wealth to themselves. 5. The impersonal factor. Riches result from doing things in a certain way, and it's an exact science. It doesn't depend on one's environment, talents, or even doing more than what one is currently doing. It's about doing things in the right manner, with the right mindset. 6. Trust the process. Wattles emphasizes trust in the process. If one holds the right thoughts, has faith, acts with purpose, and follows the principles laid out, the universe will respond by manifesting the opportunities and resources needed to realize those thoughts. In this chapter, Wattles outlines the mechanism by which riches manifest. He emphasizes the balance between mental visualization and real-world action, explaining that while one's mindset is the foundation, it's the combination of thought, faith, and action that propels one to wealth. Summary of Chapter 7. Gratitude. In this chapter, Wattles emphasizes the power and importance of gratitude in the process of acquiring wealth. A grateful heart sets the tone for positivity, receptiveness, and expectation, forming a crucial part of the mental attitude required to bring one's desires into tangible reality. 1. The gateway to understanding. Wattles states that gratitude is essential to understanding the science of getting rich. It forms a connection between one's personal actions and the infinite supply from the formless substance. 2. Gratitude maintains balance. By being grateful, you're acknowledging the receipt of the blessings of the universe. This keeps you in harmony with your source of supply, ensuring a continuous flow of more things to be grateful for. 3. Mental state and creation. A grateful mind continually expects good things, and expectation becomes faith. The grateful mindset accelerates the rate at which things manifest. 4. Gratitude as a magnet. The more genuinely grateful you are for what you currently have, the more things you will receive to feel grateful for. This gratitude draws your desires closer to you, magnetizing your thoughts and actions towards the realization of your visions. 5. Against negative thoughts. Gratitude can effectively neutralize negative emotions or thoughts. By focusing on the good and being genuinely thankful, there's little room left for feelings of lack or dissatisfaction. 6. Daily practice. Wattles advises making gratitude a daily practice. Before sleep and upon waking, it's essential to give thanks for the riches you have and expect to receive. Summary of Chapter 8. Thinking in the Certain Way 1. Clarity of Vision. Wattles begins by emphasizing the importance of having a clear and definite vision of what one wants. It's essential to know what you desire in specific terms and to visualize it with precision. 2. The role of faith. Believing in the realization of your desires is crucial. This isn't about mere hope, but a steadfast faith in the formless substance's ability to manifest what you're thinking about. 3. Avoid competitive thought. Instead of focusing on competition or what others are doing, Wattles advises concentrating on creation. The certain way of thinking involves viewing oneself as a creator rather than a competitor. 4. Gratitude. Again, continuously expressing gratitude reinforces the connection between thought and manifestation. By being thankful for what one has and what one expects to receive, the formless substance is set into the desired motion. 5. Avoid negative thoughts and worries. One should be on guard against doubts, worries, and negative influences. These can disrupt the connection with the formless substance and delay or even halt the manifestation process. 6. Acting on inspiration. While thinking in the certain way sets things in motion, it's essential to act upon any inspiration or guidance that arises from this mode of thinking. Such inspired action often leads to the quickest path to your desires. 7. Continuous practice. Like gratitude, this way of thinking should become habitual. It's not something one does sporadically, but rather a consistent mental state maintained throughout the day. In this chapter, Wattles provides a deeper dive into the mindset required to align with the principles he's laid out. Thinking in the certain way is a deliberate and focused approach to thinking, which, when combined with gratitude and action, activates the formless substance to manifest one's desires. It's the cornerstone of Wattles' philosophy and the subsequent steps in his methodology. Summary of Chapter 9. How to Use the Will 1. Difference between willing and forcing. Wattles starts by clarifying a common misconception. Using the will doesn't mean forcing things to happen through sheer effort or aggressive actions. Instead, it's about deciding what you want and then holding to that decision with persistence. 2. Maintaining the vision. The primary use of the will in this science is to keep the vision of what you want clear in your mind, remaining unwavering in your faith and purpose. 3. Avoid drifting. It's easy for one's focus to drift, be swayed by others' opinions, or get lost in doubts. The will's role is to ensure that this doesn't happen, that one remains steadfastly focused on their goal. 4. Not about impressing others. Wattles advises against using the will to influence or control others. The science is about creating, not competing. Your will should be employed to hold your vision and to stay in the right state of mind, not to impose your will upon others. 5. Acting in the present. While you must have faith in the future realization of your vision, Wattles underscores the importance of acting now. Your will should be used to maintain focus and take action in the present moment. 6. Staying in harmony. The will should also help you remain in harmony with the formless substance. This harmony is maintained by gratitude and faith. If doubts or negative thoughts arise, use your will to stay aligned with positive, constructive thoughts. 7. Trust the process. Do everything that you can do in a day and trust the process. By setting clear intentions and using your will to remain focused and in action, the universe will move on your behalf. In Chapter 9, Wattles elaborates on the proper use of one's willpower. Rather than using it to exert control over external circumstances or others, it should be used internally to maintain clarity, focus, and alignment with one's vision and the principles he set forth. The emphasis is on staying aligned with the creative process and trusting in the larger universal process at play. Chapter 10 builds upon the previous discussion about the will. Wattles emphasizes the balanced approach of being patient yet proactive and calm yet purposeful. The primary use of the will, as reiterated here, is to hold one's vision with unwavering faith and to drive aligned actions in the present. Summary of the chapter called Further Use of the Will 1. Clear Vision and Purpose. The chapter begins by reiterating the importance of a clear and definite vision. It is vital to know precisely what you want and to form a clear mental image. 2. Holding the vision. One should use their will to firmly hold this vision in their mind. Do not waver or be distracted by external circumstances or opinions. 3. Steadfast faith. Despite appearances, it's crucial to remain faithful to your vision. Even if it seems like your desires are not manifesting, trust the process. Your willpower should be employed to maintain this unshakable faith. 4. Do not rush. One of the critical points Wattles makes is not to be in a hurry or anxious. Anxiety indicates a lack of faith. The right use of will is to remain calm, composed, and confident in your vision's realization. 5. Act now. While you should not be anxious, you must act upon your current environment. Don't wait for a perfect opportunity. Start where you are and use your will to drive action that aligns with your vision. 6. Avoid overthinking. Overanalysis can lead to paralysis. Use your will to avoid the trap of overthinking or waiting for every detail to be perfect before taking action. 7. Stay grateful. Gratitude remains a cornerstone of Wattles' philosophy. Use your will to remain in a state of gratitude, both for what you currently have and for the realization of your future vision. Summary of Chapter 11. Acting in the Certain Way. 1. Thought and action. Wattles stresses that while thinking in a particular way is essential, it must be complemented with action. Mere thought without corresponding actions won't yield results. 2. Beginning where you are. One shouldn't wait for a different set of circumstances or a better environment. Begin where you are and with whatever you have at your disposal. 3. Performing every task. Excellently. It doesn't matter how menial or seemingly insignificant a task may be. It should be done in the best manner possible. This dedication to excellence sets the groundwork for receiving more. 4. Faith in advancement. By performing every act in a state of mind that expects great things and looks forward to advancement, you move closer to your goals. Your actions must be driven by your vision and faith. 5. Increasing life. Every action should be performed with the intention of increasing life. This means looking for ways to make your actions beneficial not only for yourself, but also for others. 6. Continuous improvement. Wattles advises continuously striving to improve your skills and knowledge. By being the best in your current role and continuously enhancing yourself, you align with the principle of increasing life. 7. Offering more value. One of the central tenets of acting in the certain way is to offer more value than you're receiving in cash value. By giving more in use value than you take in monetary value, you set the stage for receiving more in return. Chapter 11 is pivotal as it shifts the focus from purely mental work to the physical realm. Wattles provides practical guidance on how actions, aligned with the right thought processes, can lead to the realization of one's desires. The principle of giving more value than you receive underscores his philosophy of creating wealth in a harmonious and positive manner. A summary of Chapter 12. Efficient Action 1. Importance of action. Wattles emphasizes once more the significance of action. You cannot merely think and visualize, but must also act to manifest your desires. 2. Right sequence. It's not about frenzied or random action, but about doing things in a certain order. Just like planting a seed before expecting a plant, you must ensure your actions follow the correct sequence. 3. Efficient versus inefficient action. Wattles differentiates between acting efficiently and inefficiently. Efficient action is the direct route to the goal, while inefficient action can waste resources and time. One should strive for efficiency in every endeavor. 4. Trusting intuition. Often, one's intuition or gut feeling can guide them to efficient action. Wattles suggests trusting this inner guidance, as it's often aligned with the formless substance's direction. 5. Avoiding overwork. Working hard is essential, but one shouldn't exhaust themselves. It's about working intelligently and efficiently, not wearing oneself out. 6. Getting into the right business. Wattles advises finding the right avenue for your talents and interests, but he also mentions that one doesn't necessarily need to switch careers. Often, acting in the certain way in your current role can lead to prosperity. 7. Opportunities in the present. Instead of waiting for a big break or the perfect opportunity, one should act on the present opportunities, no matter how small or inconspicuous they seem. These actions often lead to greater opportunities. In Chapter 12, Wattles dives deeper into the concept of action, emphasizing the need for it to be both efficient and intelligent. The right actions, taken in the correct sequence and driven by intuition, can expedite one's journey to prosperity. The chapter stresses the balance between dedicated work and the importance of working smart, ensuring that one's energy and resources are used optimally. In Chapter 13, Wattles delves into the concept of aligning oneself with a business or vocation that is truly suited for them. He provides guidance on how to find or transition into this right business, emphasizing the importance of patience, intuition, and efficient action. Rather than advocating for hasty changes, Wattles suggests a methodical approach, using one's current position as a stepping stone if necessary. Summary of Getting into the Right Business 1. Find your calling. Wattles asserts that every person has a rightful vocation or business where they can excel and enjoy success. It's important to find this unique path. 2. No restrictions. Wattles believes that there are no restrictions to getting into the right business. With the right actions and mindset, one can find or create the business where they can be the most successful. 3. Seek and you shall find. If you're unclear about your calling, you should form a clear and definite vision of wanting to find it. By keeping this intent in mind, opportunities or ideas will present themselves. 4. Starting small. It's not about making a big leap or change immediately. Begin in a small way and let it organically grow. Do not get overwhelmed by the scale or the initial lack of resources. 5. Faith in development. You may start with a humble beginning, but with unwavering faith and efficient action, your business will grow and develop. 6. Current job as a stepping stone. If you're currently in a job that's not aligned with your calling, do not abandon it hastily. Instead, see it as a means to an end. Act in the certain way in your current job, save money, and plan wisely. In time, the right opportunities for your desired business will manifest. 7. Intuition and inspiration. Trust your intuition when it comes to business decisions. Often, the formless substance communicates through intuition and can guide you to make the right choices. Summary of Chapter 14. The Impression of Increase 1. Principle of Increase. Wattles begins by stating that the desire for increase is inherent in all nature. It's a fundamental impulse of the universe. Every living entity seeks more life, health, and experiences. 2. Being a channel of increase. To align with this universal principle, you should aim to be a means through which others experience increase. Whether it's through your job, business, or personal interactions, you should convey the impression of advancement to everyone you meet. 3. Value addition. In any work you do, ensure you're adding more value than what you're being paid for. This aligns with the principle of giving more in use value than what you receive in cash value. 4. Advancement for all. Every transaction should ensure advancement for all parties involved. This way, you're not only promoting your own increase, but also being a channel for the increase of others. 5. Personal growth. It's not only about financial or material increase. Personal growth, be it in wisdom, stature, or experience, is equally important. 6. Power of gratitude. Recognizing and being grateful for the advances you've made aligns you with the principle of increase. Gratitude accelerates the process of growth. 7. Dangers of competitiveness. Competing for resources gives an impression of scarcity. Instead of competing, aim to create. Ensure that every interaction you have, whether in business or personal life, leaves an impression of increase. Chapter 14 emphasizes the concept of increase as a universal principle. Wattles suggests that aligning oneself with this principle not only guarantees personal success, but also contributes positively to the well-being and advancement of others. By consistently projecting the impression of increase, one harmonizes with the universe's natural tendency towards growth and expansion. Summary of Chapter 15. The Advancing Man. 1. Characteristics of the advancing man. Wattles describes the advancing person as someone who understands the principle of increase and applies it in their life. Such a person ensures that they give more value than what they receive, reflecting the essence of progression. 2. Consistent progression. An advancing person does not regress or remain stagnant. They are always in a state of growth and advancement, not only personally but also in their relations with others. 3. Rich in all aspects. Advancement is not restricted to material wealth alone. The advancing man grows intellectually, spiritually, and socially, ensuring a well-rounded development. 4. A source of attraction. People are naturally drawn to those who can enhance their lives. An advancing man, with his impression of increase, attracts opportunities and alliances because others recognize the benefit of associating with him. 5. Value to the world. The advancing person becomes indispensable to the world due to the value they provide. They become leaders in their respective fields because they always offer something valuable. 6. Living the certain way. The advancing man consistently practices living in the certain way. Their thoughts, actions, and interactions are all characterized by this principle, ensuring a life of continual advancement. 7. Importance of adaptability. One crucial characteristic of the advancing man is adaptability. They are open to change, willing to evolve, and quick to adapt to new circumstances, ensuring that they continue to move forward regardless of external situations. In Chapter 15, Wattles paints a picture of what it means to be a person who truly embodies the principles he's discussed in the previous chapters. The advancing man is a beacon of progression, always moving forward and becoming an asset to the world. Such a person naturally attracts wealth, opportunities, and meaningful relationships because they operate in harmony with the universal law of increase. Summary of Chapter 16, some cautions, and concluding observations. 1. Guard against competitive thought. Wattles once again warns against falling into the competitive mindset, which is rooted in the belief of scarcity. One should focus on creation instead. 2. Stay aligned with the creative plane. Living in harmony with the creative plane rather than the competitive plane ensures you are aligned with abundance and wealth. This is where you practice constructive thoughts and actions. 3. The power of gratitude. Reiterating a key point from previous chapters, Wattles emphasizes the importance of gratitude. Being genuinely grateful for what you have sets the stage for receiving more. 4. Avoid unwanted impressions. Be cautious of the impressions you allow into your mind. Avoid negative or discouraging influences that can divert you from the certain way. This includes negative conversations, news, or other pessimistic influences. 5. Practice, practice, practice. It's essential to consistently apply the principles laid out in the book. Occasional practice won't lead to desired results. It's about making these principles a way of life. 6. Studying versus doing. While studying the book and understanding its principles is vital, action is equally important. It's not enough to merely know the theory. One must live it. 7. The simplicity of the method. Wattles acknowledges that while the method is simple, it's not necessarily easy. It requires discipline, focus, and consistent effort. But for those who apply it diligently, the rewards are boundless. In this penultimate chapter, Wattles offers final pieces of advice, warnings, and reflections on the journey of acquiring wealth through the certain way. It's a call to consistent action, an emphasis on positive influences, and a reminder of the potential pitfalls on the journey. He encourages readers to not just understand, but to live the principles he's shared.